Hey guys, so tonight once again I'm super excited because today I got a package from Uoma Beauty and this is their double take sculpt and strobe stick. I got it in Fair Lady. This says 3 double take sculpt and strobe duo stick Fair Lady. And y'all, oh my god, I just put this on earlier. Like I put a little bit of the contour in the contours. I put a little bit of the highlighter where I would usually put the highlighter. And we went over to my parents for a little bit and my mom was like, oh my god, your makeup looks so good. And I was like, what? Like I haven't even like done my makeup. And then I realized I did throw some of this on and I was like, I have one thing on my face. So I had to play around with it more. These are the 2 shades. This is the highlight and this is the contour bronzy sculpty shade. And they both looked really, really good earlier. So I think, you know, I've kind of been doing more like, not intense, but I've been doing like straight up makeup looks lately, and today I just want to do like my everyday summer go-to kind of makeup. So we're gonna start once again with the Tatcha liquid silk canvas because I just really do, I feel like this gives my skin just like the perfect amount of hydration. It fills my pores in just a little bit and it just seems to be a really good base for me. I know it either like, you know, works for you or it doesn't, but I feel like this works so much better than the balm. And another reason I really wanted to film this video tonight, while I'm talking, I'm going to go in with my Dr. Jart Premium BB Beauty Balm Multi-Action Skincare plus Makeup plus Sunscreen. This has an SPF of 45. I have it in light medium. I freaking love this. But yeah, so while I am applying this, I had said something, God only knows how many videos ago now, about kind of doing like a therapy Thursday, like with makeup or, you know, something like that. And I haven't done it because I suck at doing anything that I say I'm going to do. But you know, when I was talking to a few of y'all about doing that, it sounded like y'all were kind of into it. And you know, I know anytime I'm like watching YouTube, I think anytime that someone kind of like lets me into their life and like lets me in on their struggles, it helps me to watch them and not, I don't want to say this in the wrong way, but it helps me to like, you know, see them as a person and not see them as someone who's just like making money off of YouTube and like making money off of videos, which I can promise you right now is not happening. But like I know that it's, you know, it's weird to like, it's a whole different kind of like friendship that you have, I guess. Like it's just, I'm on this side of the screen and y'all are on the other side, which is like totally different from any other like friendship that you would have, which I totally understand. And usually when you do have a friendship, you know, you're going back and forth and one person talks, the other person talks, you know, like you're having more of a conversation. And that's why I love the comment section so much, because I get to talk to y'all so much, and like a bunch of us talk on Instagram now, and it's just, it's so awesome to me. I am going to go in with a tiny bit of this Bobbi Brown corrector in Light Bisque, but yeah, I don't know, I just feel like it's like special to me, and I don't know, the friendships that I have made so far mean just like the world to me. I think it's so cool that like y'all feel comfortable opening up to me and like telling me about what's actually going on in your life, because you know, it's really, really easy to just act like everything is okay and to kind of just act like, you know, like you're okay because the rest of the world is okay. And you don't have to be okay just because the rest of the world is pretending that they are. Like, guess what? We're all pretending that we're okay when shit is hard. And every day it seems like, you know, something else is kind of thrown at us just in a different way, in a different, no matter what. It's like every day there's just always something. And I think that's what gets to me more than anything, more than like, you know, COVID going on, or more than, you know, having to be isolated, more than having to be 6 feet away from anyone or wear a mask or do any of that. I think the part that gets to me the most is that we're all just kind of sitting around pretending like it's normal, when it's so clearly not normal. It's so clearly not the way that we're used to living. And it's a whole different experience for all of us. And for anyone that says that they have this down, dude, like, good for you, but I don't. I'm not used to this. I don't know how to get used to this. I don't know how to want to get used to this. I don't want this to be a new normal. I understand that it might be, like, you know, virtual learning might be a thing when Parker goes to elementary school now. And that's just kind of like a hard thing to, I guess, wrap my head around as a parent, because I feel like, you know, even just before all of this, like, we went to the gym, which around here is a YMCA, and I know they have them all over the country, but it's a big gym. They have like a daycare, and I would drop him off at the daycare and then I would go work out. So he would have an hour and a half, 2 hours of interaction with other kids, and I would have an hour and a half, 2 hours of not having any interaction with anyone, and just kind of getting to work out and kind of having like a me time. And, you know, like, that was a really big part of our schedule. And I feel like now that that is not an option, I'm struggling with the whole single parent. I have no help. I have no anything right now. And even if I wasn't a single parent, I know I would still be struggling. So I'm not going to act like it's like just a single parent struggle kind of thing. Okay, now I am going to go in with the contour side of this. Why do I feel like I knew how to say that before I tried to say it? I think it's Uoma. So I'm going to go in with the contour stick side. From what I could tell earlier from using it just a little bit is that it is very pigmented and you only need a very small amount. So that was probably too much. But I guess what I'm getting to is that, you know, like, it's normal to not be okay right now. And it's honestly probably less normal to be okay during all of this than it is to be normal. Like, people who are just kind of like, meh, you know, whatever. I feel like those are the people who didn't really do much to begin with. And I don't mean that in a mean way whatsoever. I just mean it in a, you know, it's easier to get used to something if you are used to doing it. And I'm not. We were used to having this whole other kind of schedule. And now things just aren't the same. Y'all know things aren't the same. And luckily we have a couple of, they aren't gyms, but they're like kids gyms. It's like the little gym and like the little Tumblr and, you know, places like that are starting to open up. And I am going to get Parker into one of those classes as soon as I can, because he's so energetic. He's so go, go, go. And he needs to be around other kids his age. And he also needs to see other kids his age get disciplined. You know, like, when it's just me always disciplining him, or even like if my parents discipline him, whatever. It's, you know, it just kind of feels like a whole bunch of adults ganging up on you when you're 2.5 and everyone's telling you, no, don't do this, no, don't do this, no, don't do this. And like, I can only imagine how that feels. And I don't want him to feel like that. So I really do, you know, I'm really looking forward to kind of getting him in there and letting him see, you know, I'm not punishing you because I don't love you or for any other reason. I'm punishing you because, you know, what you're doing, it wasn't safe, and it scares me when you're not being safe. So I guess the whole point of what I'm trying to say is that this is not normal. Nothing about this is normal. It's okay if you're not okay. Like, I'm not okay right now. I'm okay with saying that. And, you know, take from it what you will, but everything is going to be different after this. And Parker, my son, who's 2.5, he's not going to understand what life was like before this, because he wasn't really around. Like, he was around, but he wasn't around knowing what was going on, if you know. Like, he has not been to a Target with me in 4, 5, 6 months. He has not been into a grocery store. Like, I drop him off at my parents' house before I go run any errands. So, I don't know. Things are just different, and I'm trying to just do the best that I can to still give him, like, what I feel like he needs. And I know that every parent feels very differently about what their kids need right now. Some parents are keeping their kids home from school and doing virtual learning, which I completely understand. Some parents are like, no, like, you need to go to school, which I also understand. There's just so many sides of it. And I feel like every single parent is just judging every other parent and their kids. And it's like, dude, like, you know how hard this is right now. Just stop and just realize your thoughts, the way you think, it might be different than another parent's, but that's all right. Like, it's okay to not agree all the time. We are adults. It's normal. Okay, so for once, I will not be editing out any of that blending because I was talking the entire time. So y'all can really see like how the Uoma Beauty, I really wish I knew how to say it now, how it blended out. It gave me such a beautiful bronzy complexion. I'm absolutely obsessed so far. So now we're gonna go in with the Ilia Color Haze Multi-Use Pigment in Before Today. Now if you saw my blush video all about basically trying to find a dupe for the Charlotte Tilbury blush, I would have called it that. But see, the thing is, anytime you like call anything a dupe on YouTube, they kind of like flag it and you can like get in trouble for it, which is really stupid and annoying. But I didn't want to put that in the title just in case, so I didn't call it that, but that's obviously what it was. I think I made it pretty obvious in the video, but this was a shade that was very, very close to it. And as I put it on right now, it is absolutely beautiful. And like, this is 100% like just my everyday makeup. I feel like I should probably do this more. It does not take me this long to do it, obviously, but I don't know, I just like, I feel like everybody does like glam makeup and this and this and this, and like you don't have to. It doesn't have to always be glam and so done up and so whatever. You can put on a few like cream products and a little bit of eyeshadow or no eyeshadow and like just do what you want to. I don't know, everybody cares so much about what everyone thinks now, and I just feel like, you know, that is gonna be like our downfall, because you just cannot care that much about what everyone else has to say about you. It's going to bring you down and it's not going to do anything good. So I am setting my face with my Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless powder that I'm obsessed with. And then usually all that I do on like an everyday basis is run some Gimme Brow through my brows, so I'm going to do that real quick. Okay, now for the eyes. Y'all know that I'm absolutely obsessed with the Too Faced Melted Chocolate Matte Eyeshadows. Today I have a Chocolate Bunny, which is definitely one of my most used and one of my favorites. And today I kind of just want this like right over my lid and in the crease, and then just to do like a pretty wing. Well, what I'm hoping will be a pretty wing. God only knows how it will actually turn out. But before, when I was kind of talking about doing like a series, which I'm not gonna like call this part of the series, I'm gonna call this like me blabbling away like a crazy person. But before, when I was talking about this, one of y'all had a really cool idea to almost like, you know, let y'all like, how can I say it? It was like to let y'all email me anonymously. Well, not technically email me anonymously, but like y'all could email me and then I could kind of talk about whatever it is like you were going through or whatever, and keep it anonymous. Like, obviously I'm not going to say any names or anything like that. Like, I would never. I think like I really value that y'all like or trust me enough to tell me some things that y'all have told me, so I would never like take advantage of the fact that you felt comfortable to do that. I just feel like that would be really gross and disgusting. So but if that is something that y'all would be into, I think I'm going to kind of like I need to make a separate like YouTube email anyway, so I'm definitely going to make that, and then I can always like just throw that in like the description box or whatever of whatever video I put up that day. And you know, if there's anything like you just want to talk about, anything you want to discuss, get off your chest, if you just want to bitch about it, like it definitely doesn't have to be something that I talk about in a video. It can just be something that you just literally just want to get off your chest and like you don't know who to talk to about it. I'm gonna go in with the Haus Labs. This is the black liner in Punk. I really need to get the brown. I think it's in Whiskey. But yeah, I think I don't know why I think I can talk and do my liner at the same time. But if any of y'all are interested in that, definitely let me know. I would love to do that. And I'm not saying that I'm like in any position to give anyone advice, because I promise you I'm not. But I did go to school for counseling for a little bit, so I do know, you know, just like very basic things. And I don't know, it just feels like it's stuff that needs to be talked about more online and not be so like taboo, I guess. So let me throw some liner and mascara on, and then I will be right back to talk some more. Okay, so to be completely honest with you, I feel like I could pretty much just like stop right now and be good to go. Throw on a little bit of lip gloss, and yeah, I would head out of the house. But we do have a few more things that we can throw on. So I also wanted to mention, I know that a few of you that watch my videos do have kids, and I know that probably 90% of you that watch my videos do not have kids. So I promise you, this is not going to be like a mental health about kids or anything, like, not like about kids, but like just parenthood. Like, it won't just be like dealing with kids as a mom or as a single mom, because I also know that a bunch of y'all aren't single moms. Like, you're with their dad, and that's freaking awesome. Believe me, that is awesome. So I just wanted to say, it will definitely be for everyone. It can be for even more people, the more people that want to like email in and get some kind of take. So I'm gonna go in with this Jouer palette that I have. This is the Champagne and Macaroons, and I'm just gonna kind of use all of this, to be completely honest. But I am gonna use some of the Uoma, damn it, I knew how to say this before this video. I'm gonna go in with some of this highlighter too, but for now we're going to go in with the Jouer palette, and I'm going to take a suntan on my little Juno & Co brush, and I'm actually like obsessed with the way that Uoma, I'm pretty sure it's Uoma, I'm obsessed with the way that that like bronzed up my skin so well, and it made it look so natural. So I don't feel like I need much at all. And I want to use my Gucci, so we're just going to be using a whole bunch of bronzers tonight. But I mean, what else is new on this channel? So what else did I want to talk about tonight? Let's see. I always feel like I should like write down a list of stuff that I like want to talk about, and then even if I do that, I never like bring the list to where I'm filming, so it really doesn't help out very much at all. So I'm just gonna kind of pop between these two blushes and just dab a little more on my cheeks. I really love the way that Ilia Super whatever tint multi-use pigment, whatever the hell that stuff is called, I really love the way it looks. So I just want a little something so that will stay on longer. And then I'm going to go in with my Gucci bronzer, and I'm going to take that on my big Tom Ford brush and just kind of mesh those two together even more. But I know there was more that I wanted to say, and I know as soon as I get off of here, I will think of it, because that's what happens every freaking time. But I feel like that was like basically like the gist of everything. Like, that's kind of something I want to start doing. That is something, it's also something like I'm passionate about. Like, I did go to school for it. I like specifically went for substance abuse counseling, but in order to do that, you have to take all sorts of like generic counseling classes as well, and I enjoyed those so much. Okay, now let's take this Uoma Beauty highlight, and I think I am just going to kind of rub it on my cheeks. When I did it earlier, it felt like emollient, but not to the point where it will like take off my makeup. So I kind of just want to... It's so hard for me to see what y'all are seeing when it comes to highlight. So I really do hope that it's picking up how beautiful this is. I really can't tell if it is or not though. But it is. It looked so pretty earlier, and it's definitely something I will wear like on super no makeup days, and just throw a little bit of this on the high points of my face. And I don't know, when I did that today with the contour, it was just like, wow, like it almost just made my face look like I had some filler or something, which of course I do not, but I would not mind it. So it was kind of a cool, it was almost just like my face was just a bit more defined than it usually is. So I don't know if I'll say filler, because I've never had filler and I really don't know what that would make me look like. But I do really love just like the glow that this gives, and the bronziness that the contour shade gives. I get why everybody is obsessed and why it took me 3 months to actually get my hands on it, because this is going straight into my everyday makeup bag. Now I am going to take the citrine highlighter that is in the Jouer palette and throw a little bit of that in my inner corners, if I can find a brush. Right in front of me. Okay. Throw a little bit of this in my inner corners. I don't know, I feel like that is like the finishing touch. And if the lighting looks different today, I do have my little like Impressions vanity mirror with the lights set up like right here with my ring light here and the camera here. So let me know what you think. I feel like it's kind of giving like my under eyes almost a weird cast, but I'm not sure if it was doing that before I put that highlighter on. So it might just kind of be, you know, like bouncing off the light of that. But I feel like everything else looks pretty good. I'm also like 99% blind, so I don't see much until I'm actually editing these videos. So if I'm ever talking about like, oh my god, this looks amazing, and it looks like shit, that's why I say that. And then I'm editing and I'm like, damn, that does not look good. Alright, so I feel like my face is actually glowy and bronzy enough. I was going to take a little bit of that citrine and pop it on my cheekbones, but I really like the look of this stick. Oh my god, like, guys, I'm telling you, I totally get it now. I know everybody has been hyping this up for months, and it's so good. Like, I'm not going to edit out a second of me blending out the contour, which is more of a bronzer shade for me in particular, but I'm not going to edit out a second of that just so y'all can see how amazing it was. But I am going to set my face with the ColourPop Pretty Fresh setting spray. That smells so good. And then for our last step, I'm going to throw some of the Fenty Sweet Mouth Gloss Bomb on, because this is my favorite gloss of all time. Okay, so gloss is on and the headband is off. Guys, let me tell you, I'm about to order like a million of these. I'm so obsessed. It's so nice for doing your makeup, for washing your hair, for washing your face. It's so comfy. It's so soft. I can link these in the description box below if you want to check them out. I think they're like $7 and some change, almost $8. Totally worth it. I also just placed one more order for a few more of these, and a couple of them are from a different brand, so we can see how they kind of pan up against each other. But yeah, this is kind of my everyday makeup look for summer these days. Very simple, very easy, mostly cream products. Sometimes I will stop with just powdering my face and be done. Sometimes I will add a little bit, you know, more bronzer and blush and all that fun stuff. So yeah, if I have already made the email, I will pop that in right down here. If I haven't made it yet while I'm editing, I will leave it in the description box, and then I will do like a pinned comment with it. So yeah, I would love if y'all had anything to email in to talk about, just stuff that you're going through right now, just anything, honestly. Like, I will, and if you don't want me to make a video, like, totally fine. We can also just talk. So I don't want you to like not want to send me something because you think I'll put it on there. Even if you ask me not to, I would absolutely never. So yeah, I think that is the end of the video, and I thank you so much for getting to the very end of it. I know my videos have been so long lately, and I think I'm just like, I think I'm feeling more comfortable talking to a camera, so I just cannot shut up, but I need to, so I'm gonna shut up now. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you are having a great day, night, evening, weekend, whatever it is, wherever you are, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.